Hello, our little spooks.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Lexi. Welcome to the Guarded by Demons podcast, where we talk about all things horror.
Hope you packed your bags and your sunscreen, because during June and July, we'll be discussing summer and summer horror camp movies. Today, we'll be talking about 1998's Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Okay, we have a cue card in front of us. I read that as 1988 for some reason. I was like, wait, what? I was so confused for like half a second.
Amazing.
I'm stupid, okay?
You're not stupid.
I feel stupid.
No, honestly, we're both stupid.
Joey, if you're listening, and I know you are, Joey, I'm calling myself stupid. I don't mean it. I swear. Please don't come for my ass on Discord.
Dark. Okay, so was this your first time seeing it?
Fuck no, it wasn't. This movie traumatized me as a kid. Was this your first time seeing it?
No, it was not. When was your first time seeing this? And how was your initial reaction to it?
I don't remember when the first time I saw this was, because this movie's 2 years older than me. So, like, I feel like as a kid, I watched it once, and then I didn't watch it until I got older, because it really, like, freaked me the fuck out.
Nice. This movie is 2 years younger than me.
You're old. Kidding, I love you.
I mean, my body makes it feel like you're right, so...
Same, that's why I had to take ibuprofen before we started recording, because my back fucking hurts.
Damn. But yeah, this is not my first time watching this. I watched this, like, religiously as a little kid. It's not surprising. I really love zombies. Like, that's my favorite, type of horror movie.
Or games, too.
Yeah, games, too. It's just my favorite thing. I really like it. I like zombies a lot. And the prominent like memory I have of this movie is those like little portable DVD players.
Yeah.
That we used to have like in the early 2000s.
I still have one.
And
it still works.
I just remember being in San Diego with like my dad's side of the family and like all my cousins huddling around me just so we can watch this. And then my mom coming in and being like, we could put that on the TV, you know? And I was like, okay, because honestly, I was a little kid. I didn't know how to do that. So I was like, all right, we're just going to like huddle right here and just watch the movie.
Yeah, I feel that though. Like, even as I got older and I like knew how to operate a DVD player, excuse me, on a TV, just watching movies on a portable DVD player hits different. For some reason, it feels more intimate because it's like it's really small. It's right there in front of you, or you can have it on your lap, which you could still do with your laptop. But like, still, it hits different with a portable DVD player. It's very nice. Also.
It really does. I had those like gray Sony ones.
Yeah.
But then I also had like those knockoff ones that were like character themed. Like I had Dora ones, like Dora the Explorer.
I never had character themed DVD players. What the fuck?
I did. I had a Dora one, and I think the map was like to pause, and you had to like press the backpack to play. And there was like little other buttons like stars and stuff that you had to like maneuver the movie around.
Yeah,
it was great.
I got yawned for a second. Oh, excuse me. Cut that out. Sorry.
I probably won't.
Oh, okay, thanks. I love you too. But yeah, anyway, we start off this movie. It is storming. It is rainy. It is storming. We're having it played on the TV. By the way, we are not home. We are staying at my aunt's house. We are cat sitting. Her little cat, Dory. She might come in here later, maybe, for some attention. But that's okay.
Maybe.
She deserves it. But anyway... oh yeah, I forgot we were watching it on my PlayStation.
Yeah, same here.
But, yeah, starts off, shot of a castle, looks really cool, honestly, and it's raining, it's storming, and the gang are being chased by a green monster called the Moat Monster, which I think is really funny. I don't know why. The Moat Monster. It's not even funny, it just, like, has a nice ring to it.
It does.
Of course, they always come up with really cool stuff for this. But, I wrote, Spooky Castle, Rainstorm, big vibes, for some reason. It's very cozy looking, in a weird way.
Honestly, it is, but also it's just like any castle in like a thunderstorm just looks really, really, really good.
It's also like classic Scooby-Doo fare. Castle with like all these knights statues all around. Very classic. I think the very first episode of Scooby-Doo was about a Black Knight. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
I have it on VHS somewhere, I think. Unless I got rid of it, because I got rid of my VHS player.
I don't know, it's been a good while since I've seen, like, the original Scooby-Doo series.
Original Scooby-Doo series hit different.
Oh, hell yeah.
But, it shows the gang being cornered here by the moat monster. He tears open the fucking door, and they're cornered by him. And they run. And I don't know who does the cover of this, but there is an awesome cover of the original opening for this.
Yeah, honestly, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island has, like, one of the greatest, like, soundtracks. It's still so good to this day.
It slaps super hard.
Hell yeah, it does. It's so good. One of my favorites.
It's fucking
also,
fun.
There's just so many locks that Shaggy has to do.
Yeah. There was, like, 5.
Yeah.
And then he locked himself in. Whoops. There he go. He run. But, also, I make note here in a second when we get to it, well, probably more than a second because the intro is going on and they're fucking running right now.
Yeah, they're getting chased by the monster.
They got split up as per usual.
Yep.
It's like very cliche old Scooby-Doo fare. It's very fun though. Very fun indeed. I like Scooby-Doo a lot. In this movie, that guy's got an ass, holy shit. But this movie, it scared me to death as a kid. I don't remember specifically we'll get to it, but like it really spooked me. Right here I noted that Freddy is super fucking strong because
he's holding like both.
He's holding Daphne and Velma after like they've run into a balcony and they almost run straight off because I guess it's super old castle. The fucking railing on the balcony crumbled and like he caught both Daphne and Velma, one hand each, and was just holding them there.
I mean, after all these years, I think he's pretty strong.
Yeah, you're right. But luckily Shaggy came and helped him with the girls. And it turns out the moat monster, of course, is just a real estate agent who is counterfeiting fake money so he can get rich. Eat the rich.
Yes. That is it.
Eat the rich. Eat the rich. And it cuts to, we don't really have a time frame to the future, and Daphne is being interviewed on a TV show and talking about this particular case about the moat monster. Her mic looks like ours. A little bit.
Kind of does.
But yeah, we find out that the crew was tired of not finding any real monsters or ghosts, so they split and went their separate ways. Except Freddy stayed with Daphne, because of course he did. You're just sitting there watching the movie again.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's very good.
It's a very good movie, even if we have it like on silent right now. But also she's talking about her own show that she's doing.
Yeah, Coast to Coast with Daphne Blake.
Yep.
Which is a show about, what, hauntings that she...
No, so the new segment she's doing for season 2 of her show is real-life hauntings.
Yeah, that's right. Like, Real Hauntings of America or something like that.
Yeah.
I know America is in the name.
Yes.
Because, of course. Also, Freddy's a one-man crew for this shit.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. I hope you're getting paid well.
I'm pretty sure he is.
God.
But yeah, we get Daphne like reminiscing about the old days with the crew, and she says that she starts to miss them.
Yeah, she's missing them. So Freddy gets the brilliant idea to call everyone else up and get them all together. But before that, we cut to Shaggy and Scooby. They are now narcs, basically, except it's for food instead of like drugs.
Yeah, because they're just looking for contraband in the airport. There's airport security, pretty much.
They can't do straight up drugs, so they just do food.
It's a kids thing, so of course they can't like do drugs, but everyone knows that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know this is different than the live action, but the live action straight up just had a girl named Mary Jane and, like, had the imagery of Shaggy and Scooby possibly hotboxing.
Yeah, but no kid is gonna fucking, like, understand that.
I know, that's fair.
No kid is gonna understand that. I know that for a fact.
You got me there, bro.
They were able to get away with that.
They were. Barely, I'm sure.
Oh no, they were like completely able to get away with that. So, but anyway,
they find a wheel of gorgonzola, and they go to the evidence room, and it's just fucking food everywhere, and I want to fucking dive straight in. It makes me want to go grab a loaf of our sub rolls from the fridge and just start eating. Honestly,
yeah,
I'm fucking hungry.
And then we cut to Velma working at her family-owned bookstore? Or
it's hers.
Yeah, it's hers, right?
It's hers, yeah. It's called Mystery Inc. Bookshop.
Of course it is.
Why would it be? I think it's a bookshop solely for mystery books. And I noted that she has a book called Vampire Village, which I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil Village lately, so I just took note of that because I thought it was fun. Also, I like to tease you about vampires a little bit.
I don't understand why you do, but okay.
Because you told me that story about how your mom started calling you a vampire.
God damn it.
And I was like, well, looks like I gotta join in on this shit.
Mother, if you listen to this, which I really hope you don't, I'm kidding. But also, please don't continue that even though I moved away.
Do it more, please.
No.
So Shaggy and Scooby have both eaten all of the contraband food and they've been fired. By the way, this is an airport. I don't know if I pointed this out, but it's an airport. So they look pregnant here.
They do. They really do.
They've eaten all of the food. Let me tell you guys, this fucking room was just filled to the ceiling with food.
It was a big room.
It's a big room. It's bigger than just like an evidence locker. It's a room for nothing but evidence.
Yeah. But then they're crying because they got fired.
And they're gonna starve and become skin and bones. I'm like, okay.
And then they get a call from Freddy.
Yeah, saying that he wants to get everyone together to surprise Daphne. And by the way, Velma got a call from Freddy as well at her bookstore. So, but yeah, Fred pulls up, said, "Sorry, Daph, the traffic was murdered. That's why he was late." And
he keeps asking if she has everything.
If she has everything. And then he opens the back door for the van, for the mystery machine, and there is Shaggy, Scooby, and Velma. Fucking Daphne worked so hard she forgot her own fucking birthday.
That's a mood. I relate to that, though.
It's a big mood.
Yeah.
God. Although, jeez, dude, it makes me sad for her. She's so busy.
She's so busy, she forgot her own birthday.
But
she's really happy to see everyone again.
Of course. Lifelong friends, though.
Yeah, she's really happy that they're gonna come with her.
Yeah, their first stop is New Orleans. Or New Orleans, depending on where you're from. And, oh, yeah, Velma saved some Scooby snacks. A box of Scooby snacks for Shaggy and Scoob. But she's had them for so long that they are now stale.
It's gross.
It's very gross. They eat them anyway, but ugh. I really want the Scooby Snacks graham crackers now. Like, they're so fucking good.
I'll buy some.
The little bones, they're adorable.
They are adorable.
I love it. But yeah, they're heading off to New Orleans to start their first hunt for ghosts. Actual ghosts, because
actual
she wants
ghosts
to...
or actual monsters.
Daphne wants to find evidence of real monsters.
Yeah.
But then we get this super banger of a song. Again, the fucking soundtrack is amazing for this fucking movie. We get a banger of a song. I didn't catch the name of it, but it's a song about fake ghosts, and it has a spooks montage of them unmasking all of these monsters to be real people. And honestly, it's very smart of Daphne, a little side note, to go down to New Orleans for her first episode of, like, Haunted America. Simply because New Orleans is notorious for having, like, a bunch of voodoo stuff going on, and I think vampires are a thing that are a thing for New Orleans as well. And of course, it's said to be, like, one of the most haunted cities in America, if not the most haunted city in America, which is fun. You looking up the name of the song?
Yes, because we have to have references for this.
Yes.
But yeah, we got that montage.
Yeah, it's a
of
very
all the
fun
monsters.
montage. Yeah, there's there's a fucking huge ass vampire bat a second ago, and fucking crawdad monster.
It looks so weird.
It's funny. That's like classic Scooby-Doo right there. Is this weird looking monster.
Oh, okay, so we get Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And the song that is playing right now, currently, is The Ghost Is Here.
Sweet. Oh, love it. But yeah, banger of a song. Banger of a song. So now we end the montage, and they are currently in, I guess, what appears to probably be a farmer's market of some sort, or outside of a market. And Fred is munching on some beignets. Yeah, it's a farmer's market. And Daphne is like, man, this is like too much like the old days from when we had to uncover all these monsters and stuff. But Velma's pretty happy about it, honestly.
She's very disappointed, though.
Yeah, Velma's happy about it, because it's very nostalgic.
She loves it.
Yeah. I want beignets so badly.
Same here. Those are really good.
They are good.
But anyway, they're complaining. Daphne's complaining because they haven't found anything, like, real.
Yeah. But then we get approached by this girl named Lena, who says, oh, well, my mistress, I guess she's her mistress, but the person she works for?
Her boss, pretty much.
Her boss, yeah. Actually has
employer.
a haunted house on a place called Moonscar Island. And the ghosts are indeed very much real where they are.
Yep.
Ooh.
Also, I really like that name,
Moonscar. Yeah, Moonscar is really cool. And I did note, there is solid imagery of New Orleans going on right now.
Yeah.
And also Freddie is like immediately flirting with Lena. Because of course, Lena is very pretty. I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
Me too.
She's very pretty. God. Hey, Warner Brothers. Or not Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers.
Oh, it is Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, why the fuck do you put so many pretty girls in your Scooby-Doo movies, huh? Please. I must know. But
yeah, we get a shot of Scooby and Shaggy staring at a fucking ginormous sandwich.
You know what? All these sandwiches always look fucking delicious in these movies. I don't know why.
Yeah, they do.
Like, realistically, I would never be able to fit my mouth around that, but...
Yep.
And fucking Scooby eats all of the fillings for Shaggy's sandwich and he only gets fucking bread. Scooby's constantly stealing food from Shaggy in this movie, in particular. Because I don't think he steals this much food from him in any of the other movies.
I think specifically the Warner Brother animation movies like these that he does, and I think it's really funny.
I do too. Poor Shaggy's. No wonder he's so skinny all the time. Good God.
Yeah. Also, like, not only is the soundtrack still amazing for this movie, a lot of the jokes in this movie are still really funny.
Oh yeah, we laughed out loud rewatching this together earlier. It was fucking great. So now,
they're on their way
to the ferry, to the boat, the ferryman, to go to Moonscar Island. The guy. By the way, it's noted. We both noted this. Lena is voiced by Tara Strong, which I guarantee if you Google her name, she voices a lot more shit from your childhood than you will think.
Yep.
Trust and believe. And the ferryman is voiced by... His name is Jacques. He is voiced by Jim Cummings, who is known as Winnie the Pooh. What else? And I also had to point this out. He was also Ray from The Princess and the Frog. But, yeah, they're making their way to Moonscar Island, and I did note there is really cool swamp imagery here, too. Like, this is... All the backgrounds are, like, basically hand-painted, right?
Yeah, all these backgrounds are hand-painted.
Yeah. Also, Lena was doing shopping for, Simone Lenoir, and she just puts her bag of groceries in the back, which would be fine if there wasn't exposed baguettes. And then you're in the swamp with all those bugs. I'm like, those would be half eaten by the time you get to Moonscar Island. I feel like. But yeah. Jacques is taking them to Moonscar Island. And there is a catfish that is huge, notorious catfish called Big Mona. I don't know, though. I think the catfish I caught in Fairystone was bigger than this fish, but whatever. But yeah, It's really cool. I like it.
I also noted that like the imagery is still really, really beautiful and super creepy.
Yeah, I think a swamp in general is always really creepy.
Yeah.
Which, a little side note, and we're going to talk about this later on, like months from now, but swamps are always depicted as being creepy in these kinds of things, but also like in a video game, in Red Dead Redemption 2, the swamp in that game is also haunted. You can legit see a ghost. And it's really creepy at night.
Well, that fits.
That does fit. But yeah, Shaggy and Scooby are looking over the side, and they've spotted Big Mona, and Big Mona has splashed and spit water at Scooby, so he goes to grab it, and almost falls in. Shaggy grabs him by the collar, and then they both fall in the fucking murky-ass water. Which is fun.
I mean, honestly, everything would have been okay if, like...
The fish started it, okay? The fish started that shit.
No, I meant them falling in the water. Like, it would have been okay if they weren't going to be, like, attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, there's alligators going after their asses now.
Yep.
Velma throws them a life preserve. Oh, well, never mind. A fucking alligator just snatched it. Bye. Like, no thank. Cracker gator.
Yeah, but they are, like, about to be eaten, or, like, bitten at least.
Yeah.
They start to swim away. But then another boat appears.
Yeah, Cajun Crocodile Dundee comes up and like hits them, but like bats the
just like blocks them.
Yeah, bats the gators away from Shaggy and Scooby. He's not a nice dude, by the way. He's not nice. He's got I guess one blind or scarred over eye. Oh no, it's just crooked. Never mind.
No, it's a blind eye.
Oh, it is blind. Okay.
Yeah, it's a blind eye because it's like murky. It's like milky.
Yeah, you're right. White. Yeah, you're right. I take way too many notes when we watch these fucking movies, guys.
I don't take much or any.
Listen.
But also, it's just because, like, I like watching the movies, and usually if I know we're gonna, like, have it while we're recording, I don't really feel like I have to make notes.
That's fair. You got me there. Also, I just wanted an excuse to use the notebook you gave me, so.
I mean, that's you. You can use it. I gave it to you for this reason, so.
Yeah. And so.
That's a big hog.
Yeah, it's a big hog. His name's Mojo. He's a catfish hunting hog. Said he can smell catfish from a mile away better than any hound dog. Smarter than any dog, too. No. Well, that is what he says, but. I don't know.
But yeah, he's very hostile.
Does your hog talk, though? Hello? Does your hog talk like Scooby-Doo?
I don't think so.
I don't fucking think so, bro. Also, it's noted that... I don't know if she did this yet, but, like, Lena does not realize that they have a dog with them. And Miss Lemoire has cats. Scooby-Doo is not good with cats.
No, not at all. And it's, like, really evident when they dock.
Yes. Yeah, Moonscar Island. Really cool. Really cool environment. Honestly.
Really pretty.
Very pretty. Very spooky. I can feel the bugs now.
Yeah, but like also we were saying that like this could be a real like resort or something like themed around it. Or like honestly I thought like Halloween Horror Nights could do something with it.
Absolutely.
Make it even more creepier and scarier.
A lot of these Scooby-Doo movies have like prime opportunities to be amusement parks or just like mazes, like the live action Scooby-Doo, the first one with Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. Spooky Island could literally be a thing.
Yeah,
if someone could just do it, please.
If a company has like the money to do it, which I'm pretty sure Universal has the money to do it, or like Warner Brothers has the money to do it.
Do it, man. This shit would sell.
That would sell so much money.
Yeah. So they arrive to, it is a pepper plantation that Simone owns.
And it is infested? Not infested. It has...
Oh, no, it's infested.
Yeah, it's infested.
It's infested with cats, and Scooby immediately starts chasing them.
And destroying property.
And destroying flower beds.
That's sad.
That is
I felt bad
for the gardener.
Yeah, I felt bad for the gardener because I'm like, that takes a lot of time.
It does. Poor Bo. It's okay, Bo.
It's okay.
But yeah, I did also note that this house is very, very pretty. I do find that plantation houses are always really pretty. It's like, I think later on she says it's like 200 years old or something like that.
I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's around there that she does say that.
Yeah.
Simone.
Yeah, Simone. I also noted that before, like, we haven't met her. Oh, we've met her now. But Simone is supposed to have a French accent. It's not very good. That's my only gripe, is that it's not a very good French accent.
A lot of the accents aren't that great in this movie.
I think Lena's is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Tara did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm choking on a Dorito chip. And then Jacques' Cajun accent, it was not great here. But again, Jim Cummings has gotten way better at his Cajun accent throughout the years. Or dialect. Whatever one you want to call it. I can't fucking remember which one's which. But, yeah. It's improved over the years, clearly. Because he did such a great job in The Princess and the Frog. Such a good movie. But, yeah. Apparently there is no television on this island for Miss Simone.
Yeah, so she doesn't know who Daphne is when she introduces herself.
Mm-mm.
But she does ask if they can film.
For their show.
Yeah. Because they want to experience, like, a real haunted house. And she agrees. Simone agrees.
Yeah, she's actually quite enthusiastic about it. She's kind of excited. Not like your typical jumping up and down excited, but like, you know, pleased to hear it. Super, super pleased to hear that somebody wants to film about the hauntings going on in her house.
They apologize for Scooby doing a really bad job on the garden.
Yeah.
But Lena reassures him that Bo can take care of it, that it's okay. But Bo's like mumbling to himself. He's like, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah. All mad and shit. And Shaggy says, oh, a good way to distract Scooby is just keep food around. Which they make themselves at home in the kitchen real quick.
Yeah, they do. I mean, someone offered them to, like, go into the kitchen anyway.
Yeah, there's gumbo on the stove that I really want to fucking try.
And they say that they want it more spicy.
Yeah. So they have Simone has a pantry of hot pepper. Well, like, not just hot peppers, but, like, has a shit ton of hot peppers just lying around all over the place.
They are Louisiana peppers.
Louisiana peppers.
And they're really spicy, because...
We just cut to them eating, or not eating, but
we cut to them, like, screaming from the peppers.
Yeah, it's showing the rest of the gang with Simone and Lena in the living room enjoying lemonade, and you just hear screaming from Shaggy and Scooby, and then it cuts to them in the kitchen chugging juice and fucking water. Like, I'm talking like a water jug like you would put for a water
dispenser.
Yeah, that. And they fucking chug it. So the rest of the gang goes running through the kitchen, and they're all like, we thought you saw a ghost. And Simone's like, I wasn't kidding when I said they were the hottest peppers in Louisiana. Like, which I think is very funny. I do want to know what kind of peppers they are now, though.
Same here.
They look like habanero peppers.
Kind of.
Yeah. So now they're like, oh, I dare you to eat another one, or something like that. And there's a ghostly mist making everything cold in the kitchen all of a sudden, and they're shivering. Well, Shaggy and Scooby, because the rest of the gang went back to the living room. And now this ghost is carving shit in the fucking wall.
It's telling them to get out.
Which is fun.
It's always fun.
Classic ghost fare, honestly.
But then we cut back to the rest of the gang.
Because they're screaming again. Like, Shaggy and Scooby are screaming again.
And they're hiding in the pantry.
Lovely. And they point out the get out on the wall. And Daphne is telling Fred to film it. And she's brushing her hair out while
she
getting
gets
ready.
super excited. And Velma is checking out the writing on the wall.
Yeah. And Daphne was brushing her hair a second ago. That's important later, trust me. But, she's talking about Simone's haunted house and having ghost carvings on the wall. And now we're getting Beware carved to the wall after a breeze.
We get to this scene where Velma is levitating. And Daphne is like super excited.
Velma is not.
No.
Like, Jesus. Like, she has to put her skirt down so she doesn't expose herself, per se.
Yeah, because Daphne's like, this is like the greatest thing that's happening. And Velma's like, maybe from you're standing at. I'm like, that's pretty gay.
That is pretty gay. Happy Pride Month, you guys.
It's pretty gay.
So now they're reviewing the footage of when Freddy was filming and there was a mist and the word beware was carved into the wall under get out.
They spot something in the footage.
Which I don't know how they did this with a camera from the 90s, but whatever. So he darkens it a bit, enhances the sharpness, and zooms in, and it's like this immaculate picture of a fucking ghost pirate with a moon-shaped scar over his eye. Morgan Moonscar.
And this is where we get a little bit of history? A little bit of information about him.
Yeah, about him coming to the island some year, like way, way back, and I guess inhabiting it for a little bit, and that's why it was called Moonscar Island.
Yeah.
Or hid treasure on it somewhere. I think it was like when he hid treasure on it, is what they said. Because now I've already forgotten like what they said about it. But whatever, it's okay. Shaggy and Scooby are hungry again because they were scared, which is fair. Since they're packing up a little picnic basket so they can go have lunch, ? In the yard? With a big ass sandwich. I really want a fucking sandwich, dude. I would go for some Subway right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Hashtag not sponsored.
But we get Velma coming into the kitchen and wanting to examine the wall again.
Yeah. My least favorite part of this movie starts around here. She starts scraping at the wall with her thumbnail and notices writing behind the paint. And she takes a fucking spatula and scrapes the paint away to reveal the word, I think it said, Maelstrom. Which turns out is actually Morgan Moonscar's ship. And part of the house was built with some of his old ship, which I think is really cool. But now Shaggy and Scooby are out in the yard and they're eating the hot peppers again, making them fucking spit fire and cry. They're eating sandwiches. And I think they have potato salad out here with them too.
Yeah, I think so.
And they go over, the fucking cats are in one of the potato salad bowls, one of the bowls of potato salad, and Scooby proceeds to chase them again. And digging up holes in the yard again. There's so many cats in this island. I bet it smells god-awful.
Probably, but I mean, Simone probably keeps it really nice and clean.
Yeah, probably. So, Scooby has chased cats and he's gone headfirst into a log, and now there's a frog on his head. He's trying to pull it off. Poor Froggy. It's okay, Froggy. Bangs his nose against a tree, and it turns into an accordion, which is fun.
I always like that gag, though. It's really funny.
It's very funny. It's a cliche gag, but it's still really funny. Also, ouch. And I just said, stop chasing the cats, Scoob. So, yeah, that's fun.
Shaggy's trying to stop him, but he gets distracted.
By the fucking peppers again.
Yeah.
So Scooby has fallen into the water. Oh, it scared the catfish Big Mona again. And now fucking Crocodile Dundee over here is mad because he chased away the catfish, which I want to note, this is not your property, sir.
It is not, but again, he is said to just think of it as his anyway.
He doesn't like tourists.
No, he does not.
Ugh, lame. But whatever.
But then we get Scooby,
being chased by his pet pig Mojo. Which is fucking scary. Pigs are mean, dude. Well, boars are. I don't know about regular old little pigs, but, well, little, quote unquote.
I mean, I don't think they're scary. Pigs.
Nah.
Pigs, I don't think they're scary.
Nah. They're goofy.
Yeah.
But they get chased into this deep-ass hole. And Mojo kicks dirt at them. Which is rude, but whatever.
I think it's funny.
It is funny. So they're now trying to climb out of the hole. Shaggy's grabbed onto a root. It breaks some dirt away, and there's a fucking skeleton hand. And this part traumatized me as a child. Oh no. It is the skeleton of Morgan Moonscar. And he is currently being resurrected into, excuse me, a zombie. Which is fun.
It's always fun. I always love seeing this because the visuals just look so cool.
They do look cool. This part it fucking scared me as a child. It scared the fuck out of me.
Look, man, like, animation today cannot compare to this because it just looks really creepy.
Yeah.
Everything else looks, like, really good and smooth and polished.
Yeah.
Like...
There's something unsettling about, like, how unpolished this can look sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking up for this movie, I was looking at the other stuff that they had for Return to Zombie Island, and it didn't look great.
Really?
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, I don't think it looked great at all. I preferred, like, the first one, which is this one.
Yeah.
And I heard, like, story-wise, it wasn't really faithful to the first one either.
Aw, lame, bro.
Like, some things were, like, either mixed up or not there.
What?
Yeah.
Boo. Do not ask us to cover it, please. I beg.
No, I don't want to cover it. But yeah, we get Scooby and Shaggy, like, running out of the
hole.
Because...
Ran into Bo, and they say to Bo, "Oh yeah, we were just being chased. We were just." Wait, what did he say here?
We were being chased because they.
Shaggy says, "If you want to plant something, there's a dead guy following us."
Yeah,
and it made us laugh earlier. God. And Scooby's giving an example of how the guy looked, all sucking his ribs in and rolling his eyes back and shit. It looks fucked up, honestly.
Reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah. I really want to see the Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo mashup.
Same.
Maybe one day. But,
yeah, Scooby and Shaggy take the group back to the hole that they were just in.
Yeah, and they pointed out that after they ran out of the hole, they ran into Bo, the gardener, and he says, "I was just trying to plant some plants," and I'm like, bitch in the grave. That's a big-ass hole.
Yeah, I was like, that's too big of a hole.
Yeah, and Velma's like, what are we trying to plant? Elephants? Like,
yeah.
Oh, God. He's a sassy boy.
Yeah, he is.
Very sassy. So, Simone then, firstly, Daphne thinks Bo is pretty cute. And I'm like, Fred kind of ticked me off here. I was like, because he gets jealous about Daphne calling Bo cute. I'm like, really, Freddie? Really? You can flirt with Lana and shit, or Lena, rather, and Daphne can't do the same thing? What a double standard, bro.
It is a double standard. They both like each other. It is just a fact. And it's the fact that they, like, get together anyway.
Yeah. It's true. So now, the sun is setting, and Simone has invited the gang to spend the night at her plantation. Her house, because it's fucking huge. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. And then we get...
The sunset's so pretty here, too. God, they don't make movies like this anymore. It makes me sad.
They really don't.
So now we cut to Shaggy and Scooby in their room, and Lena is showing everybody around to their room. Lena's very pretty, by the way. I fucking love her hair. It's really pretty. She reminds me of Esmeralda.
Yeah, same.
From Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, that was another one that I had a crush on.
I don't blame you there. So then she shows Freddy to his room and specifically says, "Oh, you're gonna have a view of the harvest moon tonight," which will be important later. And then she shows Daphne to her room right across the hall. All these rooms are just very pretty.
Yeah, and you can note, like, Daphne wants to say thanks, but before she can, Lena, like, leaves. And the frame before, like, it fades to another scene, Daphne looks, like, really disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was okay. So now we cut to Shaggy and Scooby in their room, getting ready to go down for dinner. And Scooby is imitating an owl that is sitting in a tree branch right outside their bedroom window. Licking his arm and whiting his eyes and everything. It's very funny. And he turns his head and just, ooh, all cross-eyed and shit.
Reminds me of The Exorcist.
Don't say that with the Scooby-Doo movie on screen. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, it did. Like, you can't tell me that it does
No, it just reminds me of an owl.
Nah, it reminds me of The Exorcist. We're two different people.
Precisely. So Shaggy has trimmed his beard, and there's a Confederate ghost in the mirror. Which, fuck the Confederacy.
It's also trying to reach out to them.
Saying, get away. And, Fred was trying on his ascot, see if it would go well for dinner.
He's like, no.
Nah. And, Shaggy and Scooby ran to his room all scared and shit, and they run back out and accidentally tackle Simone. Whoops.
Which, it happens. It's okay. But then everyone comes out of their rooms because they hear everything happening.
Yeah.
And they ask, why was someone on the floor? And then, Shaggy says that there was a ghost
in their room. He takes them in there, and he says it was in the mirror. So Velma goes to him, and Daphne, it seems, goes to investigate. But there's nothing in the mirror. And Velma looks back behind the mirror and was like, oh, there's something under the dust. She blows the dust away. And it makes Scooby-Doo sneeze a little bit. And knocks her glasses askew. She goes to clean them because there's dust on them now. And she notes, oh, I must have lost my glasses cleaner. Which was also important later. You guys will see. You see what I mean. But Scooby-Doo cleans her glasses for her with his tail, so that's nice. Yeah, so the mirror belonged to a Colonel Jackson Pettigrew from, fucking Louisiana the 8th something. I didn't catch that. Lena comes up and says, oh, you guys must be hungry from the screaming that I could hear from downstairs. And announces that dinner's ready. So now they're all downstairs, and poor Shaggy and Scooby are gonna have to eat, either, oh yeah, someone says, in the kitchen, unfortunately, because Scooby-Doo doesn't know how to behave around cats.
Yeah, but that was the worst thing, because the cats eat in the kitchen.
Yeah. She sets them up.
Yep, she does.
Yeah. Little white kitty, hello kitty. All this food. Dude, I'm fucking hungry. We gotta eat after this.
But yeah, that wasn't a good idea because when Shaggy and Scooby enter the kitchen, the cats are like eating their dinner.
Yeah.
And he starts to chase them around.
Yep. Chases them back into the fucking dining room where everyone else is. And Simone says that they're gonna have to eat outside because they can't stop. Scooby can't stop chasing the cats.
Yeah. She gets fed up.
I don't blame her, because Scooby-Doo doesn't know how to behave around cats, man. Come on, train your dog. He's sentient enough. He should know better. Come on now. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, Lena has an idea, and she gives them a
crawfish boil.
Yeah.
A whole fucking stock pot of crawfish, bro. Which, I want to note, looks fucking delicious.
Yeah.
And the biscuits, too? I want it. I've actually never had crawfish before. I really want to try it.
I don't think I have. I might be wrong, though, because, like, my family eats a lot of seafood, and they go, like, to the shore to eat a lot of seafood, too. So, I don't know.
And here we are. Scooby-Doo steals more fucking food from Shaggy, puts a bunch of crawfish in his mouth, sucks all the meat out, and spits the shells out, which is gross. But...
which is gross, but also, like, Shaggy offers him a biscuit, and... Scooby just eats the whole entire thing.
There's a shit ton of biscuits. It's like drop biscuits. They're small.
Yeah.
And he eats the entire fucking plate. Shaggy only gets one biscuit. And of course there's cats spying on them from the fucking tree that's right behind the mystery machine. Because that's where they're eating, is the back of the mystery machine. Shaggy's like, well, we'll find a peaceful place to eat. He goes, there's fucking cats everywhere, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it really is like a cat-infested island.
God. And he just straight up drove away with the cats still on the fucking roof of the car. Or the van,
they all
even.
fell off, or like they jumped off, and like, Scooby's taunting them.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. So many cats.
And then we cut back to the dining room where Fred and Velma are discussing, like, what can the monster actually be.
And why the monsters are there.
Yeah.
Like, there's oil under the island, or he's looking for Moonscar's treasure, as fucking Fred says, as treasure, and I'm like, it's treasure, dude. Calm the fuck down.
Treasure.
It's funny. It's fucking stupid.
So then we cut back to Scooby and Shaggy, and they're finishing up their food.
Their gumbo.
Yeah.
They're eating more hot peppers. Their assholes are gonna be on fire later.
I also noted, just like Scooby and Shaggy are me with spicy foods. Not that I can't tolerate it, but the fact that they love spicy foods.
Yeah, and they're both eating peppers, and they immediately get out of the fucking van and just dunk their heads under fucking water into swamp water and start gulping because it's so hot. Like, dude, don't do that.
Yeah, we both said, like, that wouldn't be good to do. It would be very nasty and gross.
Yeah. It's swamp water, man. Plus, there's bugs and moss and algae and God knows what else.
It's so gross, but it's a cartoon.
By the way, there's fucking zombies under the fucking floor of the fucking river.
Yeah,
so
they're all coming up.
Too. Ew.
They're all coming up. I really love the animation for the zombies. They're so creepy. It's so cool.
I love it so much. You just bounced in your seat. That was cute.
Well, it's because, like, I like the designs of the zombies. Like,
they're all really unique. Yeah, honestly.
It's pretty simple because, like, it's skeleton faces.
Yeah.
But they all look really creepy and really scary.
Yeah.
And, like, for a movie that took place in, like, the late 90s, it's still so good.
It's pretty creepy, dude.
Yeah.
And the environment is really creepy, too.
Yeah, it is. Like,
it's fucking
this was back in, like, 1998, and we're in, like, 2022.
Yeah, we still like it a lot. Excuse me. It still looks really, really good. Excuse me again. Sorry, I'm burping
but yeah, we get Scooby and Shaggy in the mystery machine, and they're trying to drive away, being surrounded by all these zombies, but they can't because they're in, like, quicksand, right? Like,
I think it's just...
Or it's just mud?
It's just mud. It's, like, just straight up mud. And they run into Bo again. And he looks fucking horrifying because the lantern's, like, right there in his face. So he doesn't look like he has fucking pupils and shit. But whatever. We cut back to the house, and they're enjoying some pecan pie. And again, Freddy is flirting with Lena. But Daphne can't flirt with Bo. What the fuck, bro?
No.
She's not even flirting with Bo. She's just, like, talking about him. I'm like, bruh.
Honestly, also, like, Fred could just be being nice right now, too.
I don't fucking know.
I don't think so, but, like, it could be that.
It's kind of a fucking
But it's really
rude
stupid,
move,
though.
Dude.
So now the group are gonna go investigate. It was because they heard them, right?
Screaming again, yeah.
Yeah, they heard them screaming again, so they're gonna go investigate.
And be like, why the hell? Why are they screaming so much?
Why are you guys screaming? And then they run into Bo. Because of course they do.
Bo kind of reminds me of a mix between Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. A little bit. I don't know why.
He looks like Chris Redfield.
And then, like, he acts like Chris throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But at the end, he acts like Leon.
Yeah.
Specifically in probably a little bit after the events of Resident Evil 2.
No, it's Resident Evil 2 because he's really polite at the end.
You right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah.
So now they split up.
They've split up. Velma's gone with Bo, and Freddy and Daphne have gone off together
to go look for Shaggy and Scooby.
And Bo's really accusatory with Velma. He's like, why do you always act like I'm a suspect? And she's like, because you are. Being fucking weird, dude. That's why. And then we straight up, like, get the shot of, like, Bo looking like he's getting ready to pummel Velma with a fucking rock, but throws it past her, and there's quicksand right behind her. She was like, thanks, but you're still a suspect.
Yep.
Which, I mean, understandable.
And then we cut to Fred and Daphne, and they find the mystery machine.
Yeah, with all those nasty-ass crawdad shells in the back.
Yeah, Daphne gets scared because she sees all of them, like, piling out.
She doesn't know what it is.
Van. She doesn't know what it is because it's dark. She looks like a fucking lantern.
Yeah, it's just crawdad shells. Which is gross.
Fred is investigating the mystery machine, and he's getting defensive. No, Daphne's getting defensive.
Looks like Shaggy likes your girlfriend's cooking, too.
Yeah.
Lord.
But he does say, like, if she's not my girlfriend, he's just being nice.
Whatever, Freddy. But,
we get
a zombie, and fucking Daphne yoinks him like the fucking badass she is because it snuck up on her. This part is also a scene that scared me as a child, and it was probably why I got freaked out by beheading stuff a lot.
I never liked this scene, even as a kid, because I thought it was so gross that she stuck her fingers in the zombie's mouth.
Just trying to tear the fucking
mask off.
Quote unquote off.
But
Freddy's like, that's the tackiest, cheesiest mask I've ever seen yet. And I'm like, okay, whatever you say.
So he gives the camera to Shaggy, but he keeps shaking.
Because he's freaked the fuck out. Understandably so.
Yeah. So
he's like, if you're gonna either stop shaking or give the camera to Daphne. So he gives it to Daphne.
Yeah, and he starts pulling it like he's gonna pull off a mask, but that's not gonna happen.
He's like listing, it's the ferryman, it's the gardener. And they're all like, no.
It's real.
It pulls the head off, and they start playing, and I noted a fucking game of cursed hot potato with the head.
So it lands back between the zombie's legs, and we're in the view of like the camera right now. Oh no, we're just like, we just have a shot of the zombie.
The
picking
zombie
up his
puts
head.
the head back on his head, like screws it back on, which is fucking weird. And then there's a strong breeze again.
So
and
weird.
More zombies are getting ready to show the fuck up. God, this is so creepy.
It's very creepy. I mean, it's like, to note, this is one of the darker, like more darker or only darker-esque Scooby-Doo movie.
Film. Yeah. This movie scared me so much as a kid, dude. Like, holy
this
fuck.
is the only one out of the animation movies. This is the only one that's like really dark.
Yeah, it freaked me the fuck out so badly. It still like gives me like
like that shot of it being like foggy and them coming up out of the water.
Yeah,
it's still so good and it's so effective. I love it.
Yeah, it's like this is a very good intro to horror. Like for a child, this is very good.
It's so good.
I kind of low key wish that they would make horror movies like this, except more like a little bit more extreme.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it had the same kind of aesthetic and the same creepiness instead of, like, having to rely on jump scares and shit. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that would work, like, way better. But we get Fred and Daphne trying to run away because they're being surrounded by zombies, and
Freddy trips and loses the camera in quicksand.
Yeah, and it's okay. But this is where we get the fucking epic "It's Terror Time Again."
Which we desperately wanted to put... First of all, I couldn't find the original song on Spotify.
Yeah, we wanted to put it as an intro, but then we were like, okay, we can't find the original. So we decided we could possibly put the cover
from Nate Wants to Battle as the intro and outro.
Because what we use to edit our episodes is Anchor.
Not sponsored.
We are not sponsored by Anchor. But you can't edit the music. I mean, all I wanted to do was just fade it in and out.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. And then
it gives you a 30-second clip of the song, but it starts awkwardly and it ends awkwardly, like in an awkward place.
Yeah.
Both times.
So
if it's there, it's not, but we'll try to put, like, a Spotify link to the song, to the cover, in the notes, because it's really good.
It's a really good, solid cover.
Yeah, we would put the YouTube link there, but Nate's channel is still down at the moment, which sucks. Hope you get it back soon, dude.
But yeah, during the whole entire song, we get a montage of everyone being chased by these zombies.
Yeah.
And it's so good because the
imagery is really freaky.
Yeah, the imagery is really freaky, and I also like that you can see the diversity in all the zombies, that you can see that it's been decades.
Yeah, they could have easily, like, done a copy and paste of the zombies, but they didn't. Each zombie is unique, it looks like. All except for the Confederate zombies, which, like, are all white dudes, but whatever. I mean, what?
But I mean, like, I think the only thing that's similar is just how their faces are, because it's like
all wrinkled and shit.
Yeah, it's all gross.
But yeah, Shaggy and Scooby have found, like, they've been running and they ran into a cave and have found 3 wax dolls of Daphne, Velma, and Freddy. And it cuts back to those 3 and Bo all together, and Daphne is lamenting about the fact that they've lost the camera and lost all of the evidence. And it cuts back and forth between them and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, and Fred, Daphne, and Velma are all floating in the air because Shaggy and Scooby have decided to play with the dolls because, oh, they look like our friends. Let's mess around with them a little bit.
Yeah, because they don't know that they're voodoo dolls.
No, they don't. So they're playing around with them, and they're in a cave. So, like, bat eyes show up back behind them, and they run out, freaked out. Understandably so. It looks kind of freaky. A little cliche, but, like, not in a bad way.
It really isn't a bad way.
No.
But they drop the voodoo dolls, and then...
They run out. And then the three peeps that were floating all fall to the ground. And they hear them screaming again because they're being chased by bats. They hear Shaggy and Scooby screaming because they're being chased by bats, I should say.
Oh, is it? I thought they heard...
Maybe. They heard Lena and Simone at the house because they just left them there. So now Shaggy and Scooby are being, like, cornered by 2 zombies. And there's 2 more zombies behind them. So that's fun. I like that they...
So, like, they get scared and they run away.
Yeah.
But I like that the zombies are pretty much going towards each other, not at them.
Hello!
And I think it's so cute. I was like, oh...
One of the zombies was wearing, like, a fedora.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is probably, like, from the 30s or the 20s or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when I think of New Orleans, I do think of the 20s and, like, the flapper era and all that.
It's very cute. I thought it was very cute.
Yeah, so Velma, Daphne, Fred, and Beau have all made their way back to the mansion. And the lights are out. The generator is out. And there is a hole...
Not a hole. It's like more like a trap door or something.
It's a trap door in the stairs. And it's very weird looking. Like, not in a bad way. It's weird because the stairs are going up, but the door that has the trap door has stairs going down, so it looks kind of funky a little bit. And Lena is freaking out because the zombies came and they dragged Simone down into a tunnel, and they'd opened this passageway. She claims they opened this passageway so they could hide from the zombies in the tunnels.
Yes, but the zombies have gotten in there and they...
quote unquote dragged Simone away.
But Velma...
she's not buying it because she sees footprints on the floor. There's no drag marks.
Yeah.
Velma is very smart.
She already knows. She already knows what's up.
I'm glad Velma is observant and super smart because everyone else is like, yeah, we'll just go with whatever they say.
Yep.
And there's rats down here. They were chewing on pebbles. That makes me sad for them.
But yeah, they reach, like, a fork in the cave, or wherever they are underground, and Velma sees that the footprints lead to, like, one side. I think it's, like, the left side? And they continue following until they get into this, like, ritual room with, like, a moon dial.
It's a ritual chamber.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a... Also, I want to know, earlier Shaggy made a joke saying ghoul friends, and it made me giggle. We're not looking for any ghoul friends. Which is funny.
I thought that was so funny. But yeah, this is where Velma confronts Lena about what she said earlier.
About Simone being dragged away. And then they get locked into the chamber. And Simone and Lena have... planned this all along because they've got voodoo dolls and shit, and now they're gonna tie the voodoo dolls up so they can stay tied and can't move. So it turns out they're bad.
Turns out they're the villains of this movie.
Not the zombies.
And not the zombies.
Except for the Confederate ones, in my opinion, but whatever.
I still don't like that one of them, like, thanks Scooby.
Thank you. It's the one that was out coming
out of the mirror. And I'm just like, no.
You're burning in hell right now. Fuck off.
Yep. But yeah, all those little voodoo dolls are tied up, and they are against the wall now.
Yeah. Velma apologizes to Beau for suspecting him, and he's like, apology accepted.
Yes, and now we get a backstory?
Mild transformation.
Yeah, mild transformation.
And then backstory. So they're cat people, basically.
Yes, they're cat people.
So right now, they just have long fangs, distorted faces, snarling distorted faces, and long cat ears. which is freaky
Like,
looking.
it looks really cool.
It does. It still freaks me out. The eyes freak me out for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a good thing, though, because it's supposed to freak you out.
Yeah. Gives me Michael Jackson's Thriller vibes with those eyeballs.
Yeah.
God.
It's so good, though.
Yeah. So now...
But yeah, now we get the backstory
Now we get a
of
backstory.
everything.
Oh, no, we
Oh,
don't.
wait. Whoops, never mind.
We're sitting here watching the movie. We're, like, trying to keep up.
Yeah, because we don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, so Shaggy and Scooby are running towards the ferry. Jacques is conveniently there.
Oh, yeah. So they, Lena says that they didn't make voodoo dolls of Scooby and Shaggy because they didn't see a point.
It's a waste of magic wax.
Yeah.
So it turns out Jacques is also a cat person.
Yep.
Jacques is ripped as a cat person.
Yep. Simone says that they needed a fairy guy.
Yeah,
to
bring people to the island.
So...
And he wanted immortality, so there's that. That's fun.
There's that. So now, yeah, they are working together and everything.
Okay, now we get backstory.
Yes.
But, they came onto the Maelstrom. Oh, no, that's Morgan Moonscar. My bad, sorry. I just saw the ship. I was like, oh, yeah, there they are. But yeah, no.
They were settlers on the island.
Yeah, they were settlers on the island, and then Morgan Moonscar and his pirate crew came and chased all of the villagers away and chased them all into the swamps where they were promptly eaten by alligators.
Yeah, they were just having a little celebration of their like harvest and doing an offering to their cat god.
Because it's a harvest moon.
Yep.
And they got chased away, and all of the settlers except for Simone and Lena were eaten by alligators. Which, in my opinion, Morgan Moonscar got what was coming.
Yeah.
In this. Because they were being dickheads, but whatever.
Of course.
Well, of course.
Of course. But yeah, we get Lena and Simone just watching everyone
get eaten by alligators.
Yeah,
it's really dark.
It's really
a
sad
Scooby-Doo movie.
Again, this is the only Scooby-Doo movie that is really, really dark.
Yeah. Look at that. It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. But then they go down to like the little ritual place that they're in now.
Ask for help from their god, and they get transformed into cat people. Werecats, as I like to call them, rather.
Yeah, I think they are werecats, right?
Yeah, it would make sense if it's just like they only transform on Harvest Moon, so yeah. Kind of werecats.
But yeah, so with their newfound powers, they
kill Morgan Moonscar and his entire crew, which, as they should, girl boss, but, as for everyone else, maybe not.
No, but they ended up also being cursed. And to the point where, like, they had to have people come to the island.
Yeah, so they could still keep living and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Because they were, like, absorbing their energy or something
honestly,
like that.
At this point, and this is just, like, a little nitpicking, at this point, after I've avenged my friends, I would just, like, die. Just let me die. Because I don't have any friends left except for this one person. Which, I mean, I guess if you have each other, that's fine, but, like... I guess. But, like, all your friends and family are fucking dead. What do you do?
Yeah. But, I mean, that's how they did it. That's how it was.
I guess. Like, I embrace the dark side, I guess. But, like, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
Whatever. So now they point out that Jacques is now chasing Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. And they have to, perform the ritual at, like, when the Harvest Moon is at its peak.
Which is at midnight.
Yes. Which, of course, it's at midnight.
It's always at midnight.
It's always midnight or 3 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, but for rituals, I think it's always, like, midnight.
Yeah. You're right.
But then we get Jacques already getting Scooby and Shaggy by the neck.
Yeah.
But he gets...
overrun by zombies.
Hell yeah. It's so good.
Just briefly, though.
Yeah. But still, it's really cool to see, honestly. And Lena notes that Jacques is in trouble, but... Simone is like, there's not enough time. They have to start it.
And then I pointed out that Lena just got really good at luring people in when they needed people to come to the island.
Yeah. Because
she's got that southern charm, which is fun.
But we do get Scooby and Shaggy like running in and tripping over their own feet, as they usually do. And they're able to knock off
Lena and Simone to the ground. Yeah. And they also knocked the voodoo dolls away from the table, too, that they had in this chamber. So now Lena and Simone go full werecat, tear through their clothes and shit. This scene also freaked me out as a child. I'm like, this is
Same
weird.
here.
It's gross.
I thought it was a little weird, but also, like, I thought it was cool.
It was cool. I think it was just weird, but not in a bad way.
No, it's not weird in a bad way, but also, I just like really cool transformations as a kid. I thought it was nice.
Yeah. So the voodoo dolls have been kicked towards, like, torchlight, and, like, it's making everyone that's tied up right now, so that's Bo, Daphne, Velma, and Fred, their faces start to melt a little bit, so that also freaked me out as a child. I'm like, that's gross.
But yeah, Scooby and Shaggy are trying to run out of the cave, but zombies start to come in, and they run back inside, and pushing the voodoo dolls away, and closer to Velma and Freddy's feet.
Yeah. So they start trying to undo the ropes that are around the voodoo dolls, and they forgot to draw Scooby's collar that one part where Lena was holding him up. That's funny. But Daphne's like, Scooby, Shaggy, because they've landed into a zombie's arms after being launched in the air. And they're like, the zombies are the good guys. And I'm like, they landed in a Confederate's arms. No, that one in particular is not.
No, but like still, Shaggy's still creeped out. As usual.
You've got to be kidding me, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's very funny. So
Velma is able to untie her voodoo doll, which in turn, she's able to untie everyone else.
Yeah. And so Jacques has captured Shaggy and Scooby again. Scooby's collar gets ripped, and Shaggy fucking has all those peppers in his pocket. They trip. Scooby-Doo grabs a pepper and sprays pepper juice in Jacques' eyes.
I'm like, that had to have stung so bad.
To burn. Ouch. Lena and Simone have Shaggy and Scooby now. They're trying to drain their life essences, which is fucking gross looking.
But Daphne and Velma have made the little wax voodoo dolls out of
their clothing.
Which
explains where Velma's glasses cleaner went, Daphne's hair is in her voodoo doll, and a part of Fred's ascot is in his voodoo doll. So that's fun. So now they're just
like for a while. Yeah, for a while they get the upper hand. Until like Jacques runs into Velma and Daphne and knocks them over.
Yeah, because he's got pepper juice in his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Lena and Simone fucking ram right into the zombies, which is fun. So now all three are approaching the gang and Bo. Or at least Daphne, Fred, Velma, and Bo. Because I think Shaggy and Scooby are behind them, I'm pretty sure. Are behind the cats, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yeah. But as they're backing up, you see that Jacques, Simone, and Lena are pretty much like
crumbling to dust because
it's past midnight.
Yeah, it's past midnight. They fucking crumble. This part also freaked me out as a child. I'm like, damn, they died really fucking quick.
They did. But it's so cool. Like, the visuals in this movie are so fucking cool. And the fact that after they died, the zombies are going towards the group again. But they're able
to rest.
So, like, they're also turning into dust, pretty much.
Yeah.
But Daphne is like, no one's gonna believe this.
No one's gonna believe this because they lost the footage.
Yeah, like...
dropping a camera in the fucking quicksand, which fucking sucks, dude.
Also, they were like, no police officer is gonna believe this, but it turns out...
Bo is a detective. He's a police officer, he's a detective.
Yeah, he was on the case about the missing people after coming to this island. So he was, like, investigating that.
People were coming to the island and they were going missing shortly after.
Yep.
So, he doesn't believe that the higher-ups will believe him either. And Daphne is like, oh, have you ever been on television? It's implied that she's gonna have him corroborate with them.
Yep.
Which is cool. So now Daphne and Fred are all made up now, and they're watching the sunset in the bayou, which is nice.
It's very cute. It's very cute.
Also, Velma and Bo would have made for a very cute couple here, too.
Dude, they set this up, and they didn't go anywhere with it.
It makes me so sad.
I'm so disappointed, because honestly, I would have liked it. Because, like, he likes mystery stories. And
she has a bookstore. She has a mystery bookstore.
She has a mystery bookstore. And I'm like, that could have gone somewhere. But it didn't.
God.
I'm like, damn, man. Then they also had, like, good chemistry after, like, everything happened.
Yeah. He's also really sweet. He reminds me of Leon. again.
Yeah, with
reminds me
how
of
polite
Leon.
he is.
Yeah. He's like, ma'am. And Scooby-Doo is picking up more peppers to take with them, which you might as well grab as many as you can. Actually, you can plant the seeds later.
Yeah, you can.
And then this dumbass finally catches his fucking catfish over here, Crocodile Dundee over here from Louisiana. But Scooby is trying to make it onto the ferry, but he's stuck.
And he falls
into the water.
No, he falls into the net.
No.
Oh, I thought he falls into the net. No, he falls into the boat.
He falls into the mystery machine.
Yeah.
And scares the fish away. Shaggy brings some sandwiches over for them.
And he's like, we can finally have like a peaceful meal without any interruptions.
Cats, dude.
Yeah.
God
and Scooby is like super excited, takes a sandwich, and he puts some of the peppers in there.
Yep.
And as he's about to take a bite,
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 cats with glowing eyes watching him, getting ready to take a fucking bite. And then the movie ends. And we get It's Terror Time again, playing in the credits. And that's the movie.
Honestly, it's still such a very good movie. I love it. It holds up so well.
It's very
after all
fun.
these years.
Hell yeah.
So on a scary scale of like Scooby snacks, like out of 5, how would you rate it?
I was gonna do out of 10, but I did, I guess in that case it'd be 4.5 out of 5. So I gave it 4.5 out of 5 Scooby snacks. I did put 9 out of 10 Scooby snacks, so that's the equivalent. What about you?
I mean, the quality of the movie, I give it like I give it a 4.5.
Hell yeah.
Because like
I'm glad we agree on so many things in these movies, dude.
It's a very good movie. I love it. It was
so very
creepy.
fun watching it again.
Yeah.
Like, as an adult, it's very fun to watch it again. Especially since, like, again, this is a movie that really freaked me out as a kid. And it's kind of like, not necessarily facing your fears, because you know it's not as scary as you remember it to be, at least for me personally. But, like, this was very fun to revisit again.
Oh, definitely it was. Definitely brought back, like, really good memories.
Nostalgia. This is nostalgia of the movie. I love this movie. It was very fun.
We did agree, after watching this one, we did agree that we want to do a Scooby-Doo month.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna hopefully watch, like, 3 more of their animated movies.
And then the 2 live-action ones.
2 live-action ones.
Not the ones from Cartoon Network, please, because those were bad.
Honestly, I thought, like, the 2 that Cartoon Network did were tolerable only because Hayley Kiyoko played Velma.
That's because you're gay for Hayley Kiyoko.
Yes, that's because I am gay for Hayley Kiyoko. That's why I said it's tolerable. But yeah, we are thinking of doing Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Mm-hmm. We are going to do
Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, which no one hardly ever talks about that movie. It's probably, in my opinion, probably my favorite out of the bunch. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, the Witch's Ghost is my favorite.
That's a pretty good one.
It's a really good one.
Cyber Chase is probably my
least is my least favorite one, but
it's still good.
It's still really good.
It's still good.
And then we are going to watch the live action one, which is like the most iconic in the Scooby-Doo franchise.
Yeah, we've got Matthew Lillard as Shaggy.
Hell yeah. It's a great cast.
It's a solid ass cast, dude.
That is like one of the only instances, like one of the times where it's really good live action casting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
dude.
Not only do you have like actors that look like the characters, but they can act exactly like the characters.
That was the thing I had a problem with the Cartoon Network one, was that they gave Freddy brown hair.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, which is a nitpick, but like, I'm like,
it's
that's
a nitpick.
not.
I mean, like, I guess you don't really
even they put it out. They were like, surprise, like in the fucking previews for it. Like they were like, yeah, surprise, Freddy's actually got brown hair. I'm like, even as a kid, I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
which, to be fair, like the actor could have dyed his hair blonde.
Yeah, or worn a blonde wig.
Yeah,
a high quality one.
Yeah, but Cartoon Network doesn't have that quality.
You right. You fucking right.
They still don't.
You fucking right. The only time that Cartoon Network is good anymore is with the OG stuff like Looney Tunes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cartoon Network. You're great for the most part, but a lot of the times, your movies kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Cartoon Network. The only reason I watch Cartoon Network now is because they still play Scary Godmother during October.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I watch it.
That's not even like movie length either. That's like
No,
It's just a TV special.
Yeah, it is a TV special.
Yeah.
Which is why we're going to cover it for kids horror.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited about that. Oh, I can't wait to watch Scary Godmother again. Are we going to watch both or the first one?
Just the first one.
Okay.
Just the first one.
All right. Noted.
Yeah. I cannot wait for October for this podcast because it's going to be the most fun.
It's also going to be really busy.
It's going to be super busy,
especially for this one.
Me.
Yeah.
Because I edit all these episodes.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we're going to record like a month in advance for those.
Yes, we are. Holy fucking shit, dude.
So, like, not only are we going to be recording in November for November's episodes, we are also going to, for September.
For October's
episodes,
yeah.
Just because we are doing a week leading up to Halloween, so every single day for a week leading up to Halloween, we're putting out episodes.
Yeah.
And those are honestly the ones that are gonna be with you guys.
That's gonna be a daunting task, but it's gonna be very fun.
It is. It's gonna be so fun.
Hell yeah. We've got some guests planned for it and everything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a fun game planned.
Yeah.
We're going to cover 2 movies.
We're going to talk about ghost stories. Personal ghost stories.
Which
I have a friend of mine coming on there for that.
I do too.
Yeah,
Diane
we both do.
is coming on for that.
My friend Joey is coming on for that. Joey, shout out to you. Love you. I'm sure you're going to be watching this on Twitch sometime.
We also have a thing where you guys can send in your like personal ghost stories that you have, or if you want, there's another episode we're doing where we talk about some of our nightmares that we've had, either as kids or like adults till now.
Yeah, I had 2 nightmares the other day while we were staying here.
I had 2 nightmares last night, so that's great. But yeah, if you guys want to like send us stuff, we have an email you can send it to.
Yeah.
Which we will go over in a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Little Spooks. That's going to be it for us today.
Join us next Saturday when we discuss the Addams Family Values.
Yeah. I've never seen it. I'm very excited to see it.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No.
Oh my god. So I love the Addams Family.
I just know that Morticia and Gomez are fucking goals.
Oh, hell yeah, they are. I love the Addams Family. The Addams Family Values specifically is one of the ones that me, my mom, and my sister quote so much throughout the year, especially on Thanksgiving.
I love it. Specifically Thanksgiving.
Yeah, specifically Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
But yeah, we are covering it because it takes place at summer camp.
Yeah.
For the most part. There is also that subplot with Fester.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I think that'll be the last episode for this month, right? For Pride Month.
For Pride Month? I think so.
We're rambling a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be the last one for June for Pride Month. And I think it's fitting because of Gomez and Morticia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, they give off, like, bi energy so much.
You fucking right. You right. God, what fucking icons.
Yeah, so if you want to watch the Addams Family Values, it is $2.99 to rent on Amazon Prime.
Also, where can they watch Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island?
If you want to watch Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, if you want to watch Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, the only place I could find it was Amazon Prime, and you can rent it for $2.99 also.
It was on Netflix for a while, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah. If you want to watch the Addams Family Values in time for next week, again, it is $2.99 on Amazon Prime, or if you have a Paramount Plus subscription, we are not sponsored, but I have Paramount Plus. It's on there already.
Yeah. But yeah, don't forget to rate us on Spotify. Give us 5 stars, please. And if you want to follow the Guarded by Demons socials, we are on Twitter at Guarded Demons. And we're also on YouTube at Guarded by Demons on Instagram. And Instagram, rather, we are at Guarded by Demons. We also have an email, guardedbydemonpod@gmail.com. If you want to write into us, tell us how we did, suggest some topics, movies, games that we could just do on the podcast.
Okay, once again, I am Kimberly, and if you want to follow me on my personals, I am the Lesbian Spook on Twitter, and I am Spooky Scary Lesbian on Twitch, where I play some horror games. Currently, I am in the works getting through Resident Evil 4, and I am going to play Resident Evil 3. All of it is just hype for
the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, for the Resident Evil 4 remake that's going to come out next March, but also hype for Village DLC that we're going to get in October.
Yeah, speaking of Village, I'm Lexi. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's at SemiProEagle, where I play a variety of games. Lately, I've been on a crunch to continuously beat my previous records of speedruns of Resident Evil Village. Last night, I just beat my fucking... I did stream for a while, but then the internet went out because it was storming. But I did beat my time. It was 2 hours and 26 minutes, but now it's 2:10. And yeah, I'm hoping to do better than that the next time I play. But yeah, I play a variety of games on Twitch. Give me a follow, please.
So yeah, guys, check out our personal socials. And if you want to interact with us a lot, we do both have access to the Twitter. That's where you can mostly find us. I have access to the Instagram, so if you want to message us on there, I will mostly message. But also, again, we have that email.
Also, shout out to the Halloweenies who have been supporting us.
They've been very supportive, so thank you.
Very nice. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky, everyone.